Hiya everyone, I hope you're keeping well. Today I'm not doing a makeup look because I've just finished work. It's Sunday, it's me filming day because I try and do my videos on a Sunday so that I can keep regular and stuff. But I'm not doing a makeup look today because I'm absolutely shattered. I've already got some mascara on and it's kind of, I've been rubbing my eyes so it's all gone, you know, it's all gone funny. I'm not doing anything today apart from a massive thank you because right, so the last video I did, I mentioned that I've just hit 140 million views on YouTube. It's absolutely it's massive. Now I know it's not a lot compared to a lot of people on here, but for me it is massive. Like, I'm so over the moon about that. I keep thinking 140 million views. I can't even imagine that many people. It's crazy. So that is absolutely huge. I think I've still got about 500,000 subscribers. Now I know a lot of them have got to be cleaned off because a lot of old accounts, but I just wanted to say a massive thank you to those who have stayed with us from the start. There's a lot more lately as well who've come back to us, and they've also, because they forgot my name and then they didn't follow us at the time, or YouTube had cleared accounts or what have you, and then they lost track of us and they've come back and they've just seemed dead excited. So honestly, you make me day when you say things like that, like you found us again after all them years. And one of the biggest compliments is the nostalgia, because I am one of the originals. I feel so proud to be able to say that. And when I did start YouTube, there was no money involved. It was done for because you just loved what you were doing, and I loved makeup and loved feeling special, and I loved making yous feel special. And you have stuck around all that time and you're still with us. I'm not going to get emotional. I was very emotional the other night, and I'll tell you why. Because I get emails all the time from yous telling us, you know, what got you started watching my videos, and you know, so many lovely emails about why you've watched and how long you've watched and what you've done from watching and stuff like that. And there's been some amazing stories. So a couple of them, you know, the usual is I've inspired people to go and do a makeup career when they're doing amazing now with makeup, and it's thanks to me. And that sounds really big-headed, it's thanks to me, but people tell us that, and it's like, wow, I've helped someone do that. That's just fantastic. And then there's been there's quite a few sad ones. There's been a few over the years. There was a girl, she was at uni. She was very, very, very lonely, very down, and she felt, and I hate to use I'm not going to use the word because it could trigger, but she felt very, very, very low, okay? And she stumbled across me videos one night because she was looking for something. And I think I'd done a video about feeling down or something years and years and years ago, and she was looking for reasons to live. And she stumbled across one of my videos, and she must have got herself down a rabbit hole of my videos, and she sent us a lovely email saying that I really helped her see through it. And she got into the habit of watching my videos all the time when she was going through uni, and then obviously she couldn't thank us enough for just being there. And even though I didn't know her personally, she'd put my videos on in the background and she'd fall asleep because she didn't feel so lonely. My God, that's terrible. It's making us feel sad thinking about it, but it was just absolutely lovely. And then the other day I got a beautiful, beautiful email, and it was through What Laura Loves. She'd posted about us on her Instagram, and it had reminded, like, her followers had followed me years ago but completely forgotten or not seen us in a while, and it should send us an email because one of our followers was called Louise, and she was like, oh, I remember Panacea 81, and my late sister used to follow her. And this is where it gets really sad. So our late sister, she was only 43, she passed away, and they've not long lost her. And she'd wrote an email to Laura, and Laura passed it on saying, look at this is lovely. And so basically the girl, she'd she'd had an account on Instagram and it followed us, and it's still active, and she's still, so obviously I'm still on there as a followed person, and it was lovely. So I reached out to Louise to say, could I mention this in one of my videos, because I wanted to do a big thank you video, and it's been on my mind, because I feel years and years ago when I did YouTube, I always did videos like this where I would thank you, I'd get the milestones and I'd thank you, and I haven't done one in ages. It's always been about makeup and, like, you know, different things. So I really wanted to mention it in there. So I felt really privileged that she said I could mention it, and she said thanks for reaching out. So I just think that was absolutely lovely. So our sister and her used to watch me makeup tutorials and get dressed up for nights out together, and she said it was nice to have that memory of our sister and what they used to get up to through me videos. And that, like, I was absolutely bawling my eyes out the other night. Honestly, you should have seen the state of us. It was horrible, but I'm glad I'm not like that now, because I've got to do a video. But I've been to work today, and I just felt a little bit down. So, because things at work are little things at work are niggling at us and bugging us, and I feel a bit down about stuff. And Martin, like, every time I'm not with him, he always does a voice call or like a FaceTime with us, and he knew, he could tell I wasn't right, and I didn't want to spoil his day. So, but he could tell I wasn't myself. So anyway, off he went, and he'd when I got in the car, when we got picked up tonight at work, 'cause he always comes to pick us up from work as well. He's always there without fail. He's lush. And he asked us to help him get the bags out the boot. So I went to get the bags out the boot, not giving anything a thought. And I was like, oh my God. So basically, this is what he's bought today. An espresso machine. Because I've wanted one for such a long time. Now, don't laugh, but I used to have Nespresso machines in the past, and when things got financially bad for us, if you remember our video ages ago when I explained what had happened on YouTube and stuff. So when things got financially bad for us, I had to sell a lot of me things. I'd had a treadmill which I had to sell, and Martin's bought us a treadmill back. I've still got it, and it's a lush. And then I had to sell my laptop and stuff, so I couldn't do videos and stupid things like that. And I had an espresso machine. I was always a little Nespresso girl, and I had to sell it. So I haven't had one for years, and I've always said I'd wanted one. So he bought an espresso machine today, and he bought it with vouchers that he got for work, because I think it was when we got married, everyone had chipped in and it was £170 worth of vouchers for Argos. They'd all chipped in to get him, because he's such a lovely guy. Everybody loves him. And so he went and got that today. So we've got loads of cartridges, and we're going to have some nice coffee. He's got me decaf. So that was in the boot, and I was like, oh my God, my little face lit up. And then them as well. Aren't they beautiful? Flowers. Absolutely beautiful. He's a star. He said, I could tell that you weren't right, and I hope this has put a smile on your face. And I just can't stop smiling. So that's better. So lovely. I have an amazing husband. I really do. And then, yes, this is something I've been dying to tell yous, but I was going to do it in a makeup look, but I don't want to do a makeup look today, so I hope you don't mind. But I'm on 8 minutes. I hope it's not too long for you, because when it's not makeup, it's babbly, isn't it? And you're like, ugh. But I know some people just put us on in the background while they're ironing and stuff. Loads of people have said that, by the way. They put me on the background and they just let us babble while they do the ironing, or have a bath, or, you know, sit on the couch and do girly stuff like put your masks on and stuff like that. But yes, so a couple of exciting things. So I met up last time I taught you, I told you I was going to be meeting up with what Laura loves. She's absolutely fantastic. So I met up with her on Friday. Yes, I was off on Friday, and she took Florence, French Bulldog. We went to sand dancing at the beach. A really nice place. Had some halloumi fingers and stuff like that, and she was eating belly pork with like bao bun. Looked really nice, but I couldn't have it, so I had to have halloumi fingers. And we had a brilliant chat. It was, you know what, it's really cool. We've got so much in common because of what we've both been through. She's just absolutely fantastic. She's adorable. She's lovely. And I think we both said we've got a friend for life. It is just fantastic. You know when you meet people and you just know that your paths were meant to cross. It's like, I believe I was meant to meet Martin. And I believe there's been people in my life, like my friend Ashley, she's brilliant. We don't talk all the time, but when we do talk, it's like you're just picking up where you left off, and you know, like, you were just meant to meet. You were meant to meet, like destined to meet people. I think Laura's one of them. We were just meant to meet, and it was brilliant. So we're keeping in touch. She said whatever she can do to help us, she's going to help us, which is just brought tears to my eyes, because I have not, since coming on YouTube, in real life, I'd not met such nice people. People were always all about ulterior motives, what they could get out of you. You can't trust people. And I hadn't met any nice people, but because of my upbringing in school, I didn't come across many nice people. But then I've met such lush people through doing the YouTube videos and everything, and geez, you lot, you're fantastic, and you know who you are, because we're quite close on Facebook, YouTube, we keep in touch and stuff. There's a lot of you now, there's a little army, and you've all been there from the start, and you know who you are, because I love talking with you as much as possible. I've got you on my Facebook, I've got you on Instagram, and on YouTube as well, and I read all your comments and stuff, and yeah, absolutely fantastic. And if it wasn't for that, it's you that makes us keep coming back on here, so really appreciate that. So I really had an amazing time. We're staying in touch. We also, so she mentioned this thing called it's a P Louise online academy thing, online, like an online course. It's £500, and you can pay it over instalments. I don't know if there's many spaces left, but I just jumped on it. So she's doing it, and she's all booked up. She's doing wearable, appointment, Asian and British bridal. I couldn't get on all the classes she did, but she says not to worry, because I was like panicking. I don't want to go all the way to Manchester on my own. But basically, so you do your online course, and they send you tutorials for 4 months, I think it is, and then you've got to pick 4 makeups that you like, and then you go, and you can either go all the way to Manchester and do it practical in class on a model, or you can do it through Zoom. Well, so she's going to go down next year. It starts next year. She's starting in the February, and so she'll go and do practical classes on models, and she says we'll try and get you on them ones, and we'll both go down together. We'll stay over in a hotel, and she'll take us down in the car. And absolutely fantastic, but a lot of the classes, they were gone, so the ones she's in were full, and I couldn't do them. So anyway, she says not to worry, because there's a load of different options. She's been so absolutely fantastic, because she totally gets us. This is the freaky thing, we're like twins, we're so alike. And I'd suffered chronic anxiety and like stress and panic attacks because of what happened to us on YouTube that long time ago. And I've not been quite right since, but I'm getting better. But just booking this has instilled a load of anxiety into us, because I'm going to have to get to Manchester, whether it be with Laura, a train on my own, or Martin, bless him. He said he'll take days off work, like we'll book holiday in, so we can, like, well, you know, if we go down to his parents' house, so his family, and then I'll go and do my course. But we'll make it work. So I'm not to panic or worry, because I have been, believe me, I'm like, you know, like, because I'm proper out me comfort zone doing this, by the way, because this kind of stuff is what I used to love doing, and then I freaked myself out and didn't want to do it anymore. So yes, I've joined it, I've done it. It's all paid up front. I'm waiting for the kit. I think they send it out in August if you pay all your money up front, and then it's bang, it's next year, off we go. So I picked appointment makeup, which I will be doing with Laura, because that is in the class she's in. Asian bridal, British bridal, separate classes, and I've picked cut crease, because I had to pick one, because the classes were running out, and I thought if I don't pick one, I've paid £500 for nothing. So I had to quickly pick something. So I picked cut crease, and they're all 10 till 5. And different dates. So she says not to worry, because if she can't switch round and we do the courses together, well, she's happy to come back with me. I mean, bloody hell, honestly, isn't that just so, I can't thank her enough. She's lovely, she's so lovely. So I'm really, really excited about next year. That's amazing news I had to tell you, because I am over the moon. I did it. I feel quite nervous, but I'm excited at the same time. I'm gonna go, because it's 40 minutes, half of me makeup time. I would have been, yeah. I've got to let you go because you've been here too long, haven't you? I've had a very funny day today. It's been a funny day. But I'm glad to be home and I'm glad to be relaxing. And Martin's cooking dinner, bless him. So I'm going to go down, let them put the coffee machine on because he's dying to try them. But I says, no, I'm going to take them upstairs and I'll tell everybody what you've done because they'll all be like, oh, because he loves it. Loves all the attention. But he's a star for getting us them. Really, and he picked us me little decaf ones up as well, so I'm really excited to have one of them now because I only have one proper coffee a day. I can't do any more than that because my heart doesn't deal with it anymore. But anyway, I really hope you are keeping well again, and I mean it. Thank you so much for watching and coming back and being excited about what's coming on. It's crazy, you know. It's a very crazy feeling, but it's a lovely feeling. I feel very welcomed, very wanted. And I feel very, very, very lucky to have stumbled across yous all. And I mean that. Okay? I shall see you all in a bit. Zoom, zoom.